Hey guys, LPT here. I'm using a different kind of LPS because I think this video is pretty special, and I'm just gonna get right into this. So obviously my current desk is not big enough for all of these pets. I think it's time we have a change of scenery. Also, oh my god, the string from the last unboxing is right there. We're not gonna talk about that. I apologize for this horrible lighting, but I don't really usually film things on this scale. So clearly I wasn't as fortunate as like many other LPS tubers to get the entire case of the blind box pets, but I did go to Target and I bought what was left of it, which did come with one benefit. Really right here, and while she does not come with her really cute accessory, I don't even really remember what it was, honestly. I'll put it on screen, but she's in here and I can definitely take her out, so content. And also, she's just a really cute LPS in general, so I'm glad that I got this one for basically free. The cashier just kind of let me take the whole thing while just paying for these three down here. Not only that, but I also bought 2 of each of these tubes because, well, I thought it would be nice to have some LPS on display because I have 0 new in-box LPS. I know that's crazy to think about, but they are very expensive just to have some collectibles that I won't be touching. So I thought, why not get some new in-box LPS while they're still in stores, which I guess is not really a good way of thinking since they might not be worth anything for a very long time. But you know what, anyways, I've definitely been waiting way too long to open these pets up, and to be honest, I did already check the codes on these blind boxes, so it's not going to be that much of a surprise, but I at least wanted to see what I was buying before I bought them, obviously. They aren't my favorites, but you know, they're Gen 7 LPS. This is something that we've been waiting for literally over a decade, so I really cannot take this for granted. I think it does make the most sense to start with the blind boxes since I don't really remember which one is which. I know which ones are in there, but I don't know which one is which. So, you know what? It'll be a surprise for us, sort of. About this, I will say, is it can be really useful for like displaying my own LPS that I already own. I don't know where I'm gonna put it just because I have a lot of stuff in this room right now, but I definitely could use them for something. Maybe I'll put my Gen 7 LPS on them. It's probably what everyone is saying right now, and I know like 1,000 LPS tubers have already made videos on these, so you're just going to be seeing the same content, but like seriously, this is a really weird thing to see. I know when LPS were like actually in stores, I didn't really get that many sets. I think I literally got 1 or 2 play sets and then G4 came out. It was pretty sad, honestly, but just having this opportunity now is insane, and I really can describe this feeling. Okay, we're gonna open it. I'm sorry it's like really zoomed in. I don't really know how to fix that, but I'm gonna open this without breaking it, hopefully. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I got it. Alright. It's taped. Let me get that. I could probably like throw these away or whatever, but I genuinely think this could be used as like a carrier case for the pets after it's already been bought. It might not be that durable, but you know, it's a possibility. And as everyone has said a million times, the package is 100% recyclable except the LPS, which is plastic, obviously. But now I get to finally feel what these pets like feel like, because people have said that they have a different feel, they're lighter, their heads are bigger, all this stuff. I want to prove it to myself today, and you guys as my viewers, because I know some of you aren't as into LPS since you watch my streams or anything like that. Oh my god, guys. I think I know what the secret is. I just kind of spoiled it. Okay, whoa, yeah, it is. It feels very strange. Oh, there's an accessory. Oh my god, guys, this is the first LPS accessory that I've, like, new LPS accessory I've ever owned in my life. Okay, but there it is. It's terrible lighting. I'm gonna try to move my lamp real quick. It's a little better, but guys, oh, hey, this is crazy. His head is definitely a little squishy. Like, people have been saying that about this LPS specifically, and some people did say stuff about the head tilt, but I'm pretty sure the regular walruses also have this head tilt. Walrus I already own. Just by looking at it, this is really like a much older walrus, but you know, same mold and idea and everything. Only thing I'm noticing is the paint is a little bit misprinted on his stomach, which is not really that noticeable, and there's also some like extra plastic there. I didn't even notice that, but I like his design. It's nice. It's like really wintry, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I kind of already knew I was gonna get this one. So yeah, that kind of does spoil the surprise. Even then, this is really cool to have. And I think I can tell the head is a little bit bigger, but I think the head molds are probably different. I can see the eyes are definitely different sizes. I've also pointed out that these LPS have a lot of simplicity now because, well, they are blind box pets, so people are kind of concerned about that. But I think it's all right. Honestly, it's okay to be simple, especially this one. This one does have a little bit more detail than some of the other ones, but yeah, and also the paint details, sometimes they can be glossy now, which is something we didn't really see on the other pets on the G2 LPS. They were usually just glossy on the eyes. I don't know how I really feel about that. I think it's all right. This one, it isn't really that visible on camera, but his eyes are definitely a little bit grainy, which is expected, but it really isn't that visible on camera, which is really the only place I would really be using these pets. I am noticing though is on the little details, it is pretty grainy and it's also kind of faded and washed out despite this pet being brand new, which is kind of disappointing. I think Basic Fun will be like experimenting with more stuff and trying to get their printers to work a little bit better since, you know, they're not hand painted anymore, which is, I didn't even know that until the Basic Fun LPS came out. The Gen 2 LPS were hand painted. I think that's a really cool thing, but you know, printing is all right. It is a really cute pet though. Oh my god, the checklist, guys. I forgot about the checklist. I have not looked at this. I mean, I've seen it in people's videos, but I haven't looked at it myself. The fact that it only says 65 plus pets to collect, which 65, yeah, that's a lot, but also I don't know what the last number of G2 is, or let alone all the other generations after G2. That's a lot of pets. So Gen 7 is really, it's really new. Go through the entire checklist because I know a lot of people have already seen these pets. But there is the wolf. Oh my god, guys, that is the one that I want. And that other horse, that is crazy. I like that they have multiple like variations of the same mold already. I think that's really cool, especially the axolotl. I actually got that one. I'm gonna use this checklist, guys, because I feel like I've never used these before. On to the next one. We're just going in order now, I guess. Process of opening it and hopefully not ripping anything, and maybe reusing these because maybe it's just meant to be like that so you can carry it out of the store, but you know, it could also be like a carrier. We got another checklist, which that's something that I did think about. Like, how are we gonna have more than one checklist? Oh my god, guys, why do I keep on missing stuff in these boxes? Okay, first of all, here's the card. I don't want to look at it yet. I don't want that to be my spoiler. In the walrus box, we got the little trading card, which is way smaller than I thought it was, and it's very shiny. You can see my camera in the reflection. But yeah, I didn't even see this in the box. I knew it was there. I was just not thinking. I guess I'm kind of tired. And then the coin, which I will not be showing you guys. I guess I could play the Roblox game, but it is really sturdy, honestly. Like, I thought this would just be a little piece of cardboard. It's like laminated and everything. It's hard, guys. So is the card. Look at the pet finally, because I don't know which one this is. Actually, just by feeling it, I think I know. But I am not complaining. Let's get it. Oh my god. I just knocked my wolf cat over. I kind of saved my favorite for last, but I also really like these sharks. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Okay, guys, look. And the surfboard. I think everyone's already said this has gotten this surfboard, but it looks just like the old one. I had a surfboard, like that was one of my first LPS accessories. I have no idea where it is now. Okay, so this is my first shark ever. I don't have any other sharks, so I don't have anything to compare this one to. But look, guys. Oh my god. Okay. The teeth are a little messy, but I don't know. Were the old ones like that? I have no idea. I feel like that would be less likely to happen. But there's a little lightning bolt. I don't remember if the other one or the walrus had like a symbol. I guess it was kind of the flower. And not a lot of detail on this one either. There's just like this kind of, looks like some hair got stuck in it or something and kind of like left an imprint in the paint. I don't really know what that's all. He is really cute. And then this is surfboard is so crazy, guys. Let's look at the eyes though, because you know, that's what everyone's worried about, the graininess of eyes. And these do have a little bit of grain, but I feel like people made a big deal about this. It's not the biggest thing in the world. Like they still resemble Gen 2 LPS eyes, definitely, and especially when they're like shiny like this. But I do still think this pet is really cute, and I don't really mind the graininess, and I don't think the target audience will mind it either. So I think this is a win for us. Other than that, guys, this pet is so adorable. Squishiness, people have been talking about that, so yeah, definitely squishy. Kind of feels like a bath toy. Little card right here. Oh my god, he's under the sea, literally. You know what? Just so I don't put this off, I'm gonna check off the LPS on my checklist. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the extra checklist that I got, but I'm still going to check those off because, you know, not even nostalgia, just because I never got the opportunity to do that when I was a kid. Very ironically, Wolf Cat, guys, I need to get that one, but I haven't seen this one in stores, so hopefully that'll happen soon. Also, that chameleon is so cute. What? The blind box pets, and we just got this shark. I don't know if this 10 works, so if it doesn't, then this is gonna be very, very embarrassing. It kinda works. Yeah, it does. There. Yeah. Oh my god. Crappy check mark.
This pen sucks. My first checkbox and it looks horrible, but you know what? It's working. It's working. So.
Guys, this is the last blind box, so it's kind of inevitable of what this one's going to be. But I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, because you know these things sell out pretty quickly. Like, it took a lot of searching to just find these, so hopefully after everyone starts receiving their Amazon packages, this will become a little bit more widespread and people will have more stock. So let's check this out. Oh my god. Okay, just rolling out. Guys, this is my first lioness. I actually don't know. I guess lioness. I'm not really sure what everyone is calling this one. Cobalt specifically is saying this one was really squishy. Oh yeah, that's a little it's a little concerning, but for her, honestly, yeah, I'm still seeing grain, but it's okay because you know I can't even really tell on camera from this like far away. The shape of her eyes and everything is just so adorable. I've never had an LPS in this mold, so it's really cute. And then this accessory, I've never seen this accessory. I don't know if it's a G2 accessory. Everyone has been talking about this. Oh, she has like a little mark on the back of her head. It's kind of weird. She does have a different feel, I think, but I don't have any other LPS in this mold to compare her to. I do think she looks really good though. A lot of people have complained about this one not having like some more detail on her body, which I do think she could have some more, like maybe the same color of her ears on her tail, and then like her paws and her neck fluff could be like white or something like that. But you know, once again, these are blind box pets, which I don't remember who made that point. I think that is a really good explanation on why these pets are so like sans detail. But looking at the other LPS on the checklist, just looking at those are definitely a lot more detailed, and obviously Basic Fun has put a lot more effort into those pets. I have been curious about though, that not a lot of people have been talking about from what I can see, is the number or the year that's on the bottom of these pets. I have heard some people say that it's the same as the old generation pets, which I think is a little bit, you know, obviously that saves money because they don't have to, you know, reprint these molds to have the 2023 on them. But I think that is a little bit concerning just because some people that don't know as much about these pets might assume that this pet is also from, well, the year that this pet was made. I think that could be a problem, especially since LPS are already extremely expensive right now. Generation 2 and some places that are selling Gen 7 LPS for way overpriced, just taking advantage of people that don't have them in stores yet. Obviously this one is a bit older, but I don't think they would use a different mold for the body, so let's see the years. Alright, so this one, it says 2008, and then this one also says 2008. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera, but yeah, that might be an issue. But I hope it's not, because I feel like a lot of the collectors currently are pretty educated in this sort of thing, but I do see people already reselling fake LPS and trying to take advantage of other people and selling them for a huge markup, which kind of already happens with Generation 2 LPS, but for good reason. They're not in stores anymore. But someone that doesn't know as much about LPS may believe that this LPS was made in 2008. Maybe this won't be as big of an issue as I think it will be, and I'm really hoping it's not. It's just something that I thought about. Just forgot about this girly. I think she's one of the only LPS with different color eyes in this wave of LPS. She reminds me a lot of Nintendo Collie, which now I have to get her just because this LPS exists and I have her. So I don't know if there's another LPS in this wave with 2 different colored eyes, but I will check up on that. As a lot of other people have mentioned, this just kind of opens up from the top. But I do want to know if these like cats are just being put to waste. Hopefully people are actually taking the entire box, even if it's kind of empty, because you know, we can't have this pet just disappear. But she's just right here, and I think she is secure. Guys, so I got her out and it just kind of turned into this strange little situation. Kind of just secured down so lazily, like she is supposed to be taken out, but I'm not totally sure about these pets. It's the color of their pegs. I totally forgot to check on that. Okay guys, there she is. Wow, okay, yes. Her head is a little tiny bit squishy, but I think this is something we're just gonna get used to. But she's really cute. I think this is one of the cuter ones, obviously. I think a lot of people think that. One thing I did notice, if you get the entire set, you kind of technically will get a repeat. But you know what? That's something we can look past. I do actually have a mold to compare this one to. Her head is definitely a lot harder. Like, I can squish it a tiny bit. It's not that squishy though. And I do think their heads they're very similar in size, but I think there is a little bit of a difference. In general, this pet is very adorable. I think the paint job on this one is very good, well done, and the airbrush technique, it looks very good. I think the one that everyone is kind of worried about is the bull. The airbrushing, it looks like it's kind of had a malfunction, but on this one, I don't really see anything wrong with the eyes. Graininess in her eyes compared to her eyes is definitely there, and now that I'm looking, their eye shapes do look a little bit different, but that's only because I think there's a little bit of overfill here. I don't know if it's just because of this pet specifically, but her eyes look like they have a little bit more of a dip compared to hers, which are kind of more like straight on, but if you look closer, it does look like there's a little bit of paint covering up where that dip would be. All right, guys, this is a really cute pet, and I do think I want to make a video with her just because she is probably one of my favorite ones that I've gotten today, and oh my god, guys, I don't even know what to use her for, but this is the big reveal, everyone. I have not seen anyone talk about this, and I don't know if it's really that big of a deal, but we're gonna look and see what color the peg on this LPS is. Okay, so I am seeing, I think it's white. Oh my god, really hard to see. I'm putting it up to the light and everything, and it's still kind of dark, but I think that's white, guys. I can't totally tell. The lighting is just terrible, and it's nighttime, so it's not really helping me. But I do think it is white, which is interesting. That's more similar to the last wave of Gen 2, which isn't a bad thing, but also a lot of people are worried about fake LPS since most of them have a reputation of having white pegs. So this hopefully won't mislead too many people, but I do think that real LPS are quite distinct from fakes anyway. So if you do have a good eye, you can tell the difference easily without having to check the peg at all. I do think that's really interesting though that they changed the peg color, which I think it may have to do with the fact that the older pegs were a little less sturdy, I believe. A lot of those pegs used to just break. Yeah, it wasn't fun. Maybe this material is a little bit more sturdy, which is why they decided to convert. Next up, we're going to do the tubes. I think I'm gonna start with, actually I can't choose, guys, I don't know. I'm gonna start with the one with the axolotl and the iguana and the rhino, because I think this one is really cool, especially with the axolotl. Seeing him in person is actually kind of crazy. I love the stars. Okay, we're gonna take them out though. This part just kind of popped off like a lid, and these kind of just slide out, which is nice because the packaging stays in pretty good condition, so if I ever wanted to put them in for whatever reason, I can. This is just like the blind box cards, and it's very shiny as well. It's of the rhino. Also another pan flip and a couple of coins, you know, the codes. So I think we're gonna just take them out, starting with the rhino. Actually just went and took them all out at once, since I am actually going to be super late to a live stream right now, so I'm feeling a little bit rushed, but onto the LPS. Guys, the colors, oh my god, the colors on this one are so cool. I actually don't have another rhino. He does look like he would be a little bit squishy. No, he's not really. It's not really. He's pretty durable, but I do like the magentas and the purples and I guess the pinkish purple. I don't know. But yeah, I really like the color scheme on this one, and it's really cool to have a rhino for the first time. Also, the accessory. Lighting is horrible right now. For some reason, this accessory was extremely hard to take out of the packaging. Like, I had to literally bend it just to take it out, so that was a little weird. But it's this little leaf, and, you know, it goes with the little theme of, I guess, safari? I'm not really sure what they were going for with this theme, but, you know, the rhino seems a little bit out of place. I think I actually bent the plastic a little bit and it turned a little bit white, so that's disappointing, but I think it's durable enough to withstand that, and you can just look at it from this angle, I guess. Next up, we're gonna go with the iguana, because saving them, actually, I can't even say that that one is the best, because this one, I have never had an iguana in my life, and his texture, much like Cobalt said, his texture is very, very slick and smooth, and it's really weird. I don't have anything to compare it to, because once again, I don't have any iguanas, but he's really cool, guys. Like, I like the texture of his, like, his little spines going on here. Like, this is cool. cool, and I like the star as well. It does look like there's a little bit of paint missing where the seam was, which is a little bit disappointing as well, but it's not that big of a deal. I think he's a really cool pet, and he's a really big reptile. Looking at all of these eyes, they do each have their own sort of grain on them. I haven't looked at the rhino really that close, but really all of them are going to have some sort of grain, so I think that's something we're gonna have to get used to. Compared to the blind bag pets, these are a lot more detailed, which I think is something people will like once the tubes start rolling out to everyone. But yeah, oh my god, look at his feet. This is crazy, guys. I've never had an iguana, so this is cool. His head is absolutely huge. Finally, for this guy, one of the biggest new molds, one of the biggest outrages, I guess. I don't know the word, but the axolotl. Guys, he's actually so cute. Like, I used to think, I mean, I kind of still do think his head is absolutely huge. It's humongous and it is ridiculous. His head is actually pretty hard. It's not really that squishy unless you're like really trying. But I do like these stars a lot. I don't think I was really paying attention to the stars. I don't remember if the other axolotl has the stars as well, but I do think that's a really cute detail that he has. His head is very tilted. But if you put it face on, it's not really. I feel like I haven't really seen the axolotls without like being tilted to the side like that, but you know, I think he's still a very, very cute pet. And then Bobble Test guy, his head is probably the bobbliest. Is that a word? I don't know. Sorry for making this video feel like it's a little bit rushed. But here is the pets that we got in this pack. And now we have one more, which I think, I don't know. I can't even really choose between the two because I think these pets are also really cute. And I also do like the other set. But you know what? Whatever you guys think is the best, tell me in the comments, okay? Finally, we'll be opening up the one with the cat and the dog and the bird, and we're gonna see what these are like because I actually have a mold of this pet and this pet, so we're gonna do some little comparisons. Flipping this open from the top and pulling it out. I feel like these videos do get a bit redundant, but there is the pets. Oh my god. So I think this time we're gonna start at the top and then go to the bottom. I will say while I'm opening these is a lot of people have been talking about how these pets have like kind of a weird smell, and this one, it does have a lot of chemically like smelling and kind of plastic smells, but I don't think they smell funky. And for the blind box pets, I don't really smell anything. For no reason whatsoever, this bowl was very hard to take out. I will say that the G4 LPS were also very, very hard to take out of the packages when it came to the accessories, but the pets themselves are pretty easy to take out, so that's a good thing. But this one is very cute. I do like this bird a lot because I think we don't really have that many versions of this bird. I have 2 of them myself, and really they might be some of the only ones that really exist in this mold. So it's cool to see that Basic Fun is reviving some really underrated molds. And I also do really like these diamonds on her ears. But once again, I'm seeing the seam, which I'm not even sure if that seam is on the original mold. And this one does say 2010, so maybe it is, but I don't remember seeing the seam on my personal pets. These birds really do not like to stand up, but there's this one and also this one, which was a mommy and baby set. So her quality overall, the mommy and baby set molds were a little bit different in feeling, honestly. From what I noticed, I think they were we're going kind of in the opposite direction with Basic Fun. I thought these 2 in particular had like a more similar design, but now looking at them next to each other, it's really just the same mold. I don't think they're and also she does have this like kind of like what I don't know what this is called, but on above her beak, well this one does not, so that's something new. This one that just fell over doesn't have that, so I think that is kind of and now looking at them, it does have this seam down here. It's out of focus. This seam at the bottom, but the seam here is nowhere to be found on this one. So I don't really know where Basic Fun had that issue from, but it seems like on a lot of the pets, there's a random seam in the middle of their bodies, which is kind of strange. Something I am noticing about this pet right away is her pupil or her reflection in her eye seems like it's way lower than it should be, but I really do like these diamonds. I like the diamonds on all of these pets. I'm pretty sure all of them have diamonds. Yes, they do. This set has diamonds, and I think this set has stars, which I didn't even notice. Okay, that was my bad. But her eye is kind of misaligned. I think it's supposed to be like that, but a lot of the LPS have kind of misaligned eyes, and people don't really like that. But, you know, maybe Basic Fun will get the memo and try to fix that issue. Looking at her details, once again, they are a lot more vibrant, and there's a lot more going on. A lot more colors going on with this pet compared to the blind box pets, which I guess is to be expected. I think she is really cute though. I really like this cat. Very, very adorable. I like her color scheme a lot, and I like how her eyes kind of just blend in with it all. The last one of this set, which was for some reason the hardest to get out, is this girl. Oh my god, guys, it's a Shih Tzu, which is, I have a dog and he's a Shih Tzu, so that's kind of ironic. This is actually my third Shih Tzu. Her head is a little bit squishy, but she is very, very similar to the ones that I own because I have had them for quite a bit, so I do know how they feel and stuff, and I really can't tell much of a difference. These two other ones, this one doesn't really resemble this one as much, but these two look very similar, like strikingly similar, and I noticed that when I was at Target, so I thought it would be really cool to compare these two since they are almost identical in design besides really just the nose and the color of the... Oh. I am just now noticing that my cousin painted the nose, so it might have been black before. I actually don't even know, but this is an LPS that my cousin gave me. Looking at them side by side is honestly, it is very, very surreal because like I can't even tell that one of them is from a totally different generation. And guys, it's crazy. I think this one's eyes might be a bit bigger. I don't know. Guys, this is actually crazy. I don't even know what to say about this. This is insane. They look really similar. I think this one might even have the LPS logo as well, but it's a different spot, which is interesting. I think I like it in this spot better, honestly. But the only thing different about them is this one has a white tail, which I think is really nice because my Shih Tzu actually does have some white to his tail, so I think it's a little bit more accurate. Guys, the ponytails. Literally, that's such a dead giveaway that they're Shih Tzus, but oh my god. Guys, this is crazy. This is so crazy. The thing that I forgot to show you guys, like I've forgotten like for the last 15 times, is the little card, which this one is such pretty colors on it. I really like it, and ironically it's of the Shih Tzu that I literally just reviewed to you guys. Sadly, I am not only very low on time, but also very low on room on this SD card, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up, everyone. Here are all the pets that I've gotten today, and looking at them all together, I actually got a lot of new pets in this set, so this is really nice, and it's a really good addition to my collection, and I am so excited to see what Basic Fun has in store next for us, and to see the other LPS on the checklist. God, I totally forgot to check off the LPS on the checklist. Let me do that before we end this. So there is officially 9 out of the 64 plus LPS that we need to collect to have the first wave, and to be honest with you, I probably won't be able to get my hands on every single one of them, especially since we already have some country exclusives. Canada over there being spoiled, like you guys have Toys R Us.
We got LPS first, and now you're getting exclusives, like you guys are being absolutely spoiled over there, but you know what?
I digress. So that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I provided some sort of original entertainment despite the 30 other LPS tubers that have already made a video like this. But I thank Basic Fun for putting in such a big effort to revive the childhood of so many LPS tubers alike and helping us revive the community. Thank you. We literally have a new generation of not only LPS but LPS tubers that are coming. I promise you all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this encouraged you to get Gen 7 LPS. I love you. Goodbye. Oh my god.